Throughout NBA history, there have been a few accolades that shine brighter than Michael Jordan's 1988 Defensive Player of the Year award. It marked a pivotal moment in his career, affirming his status as not just a crazy scoring phenom, but also as a defensive juggernaut as well. However, there's some record-breaking news that came out a few days ago written by Tom Haberstroh. I hope I'm saying that right, but Tom Haberstroh titled A Closer Look at Michael Jordan's 1988 Defensive Player of the Year. And LeBron fans and of course media members are absolutely running with this on Twitter. It even made First Take, but Michael Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year in 1988, which is almost 40 years, and this has been used as a focal point of Michael Jordan being a better defender than LeBron. But should it? I mean, the article deep dives into 6 individual home games where Mike reportedly had more steals than the other team had turnovers, which is what the article says, by the way, not me. But this basically insinuates that the scorekeepers were stat padding Jordan's stats just to make him look better. And whether this is true or not, I guarantee that this has in fact happened in the past, such as the controversial Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game, which I do not believe happened. We can go into that in another video, but it includes last season when Jaren Jackson Jr. won a Defensive Player of the Year. Fans noticed that he was averaging more blocks at home than away, and they did some research, and they found out that the scorekeepers were low-key padding his stats, and even the Grizzlies had to come up with a statement because they were just getting absolutely harassed. But Scottie Pippen even weighed on the Jordan situation today. Just only 6 days later after the original article, he recalls instances where he believed that he tipped the ball to Jordan, and they credited Jordan the steal. As you can see at the end of the screenshot, it says that the Bulls head coach Phil Jackson was rewarding Jordan by saying, "CMJ will take care of you." But in my opinion, Scottie Pippen weighing in on this isn't that valid coming from him, but hear me out. Pippen is known for hating on Jordan. If you've been watching basketball, or following basketball for a while, I should say, it isn't because of his son dating his ex, which I still believe is kind of weird, but it's because of all the spotlight that Jordan receives as being the consensus GOAT, even in 2024 for most people. And he even went as far as saying Jordan the GOAT, to LeBron, to Wilt, back to Jordan. And in 2022, in an interview, he even said that Kobe was a GOAT, but that's besides the point. As you can see, his words are just so inconsistent. You got to just not take anything he says seriously. And I'm not saying that he's 100% lying. It is kind of just a right message, wrong messenger type of thing, because the Bad Boy Pistons absolutely hated Jordan back in the 80s. And none of them has said a single thing about this situation, and especially Isaiah Thomas. I feel like Isaiah Thomas or Bill Laimbeer definitely would have, but most people still have Jordan as a GOAT in 2024, so of course there has been a lot of people coming to his defense. The article provides plenty of anecdotal evidence, but of course no video or photo evidence. You can't even find those full games back then. But if you don't know who Nick Wright is, he is basically a huge LeBron fan and would take any chance to tear down Jordan's legacy, because he is the one who actually gave the green light to this article. He was behind the scenes a little bit, as you can see in this video.
You have all this info. I might have been aware that something like this was coming. I might have been behind the scenes consulting on the project.
Now, with that being said, though, Nick Wright brought up this game on his Twitter from the article. It's the Hawks vs. Bulls from February 15th, 1988. The Hawks had the exact same turnovers as the Bulls had steals. Even though Nick Wright says that the other team had more turnovers than the Bulls had steals, that's just completely false. But do you see where I'm going with this? I don't know if this is just like off-season syndrome where there isn't anything to talk about other than the GOAT debate, but this is a new low, especially for Nick Wright. But he will go as far as to fabricate information just to diminish Jordan's career, just to uplift LeBron. I mean, it's kind of pathetic if you ask me, but someone on Twitter disproved this. As you can see, all of Jordan's talks right here from this exact same game versus the Hawks. Jordan fans have also disproved this, because they went back and found certain games where LeBron was getting questionable calls, where certain turnovers were obviously his fault, but they were getting awarded to his teammates that never had actual possession of the ball. But someone also made this graphic right here where LeBron was actually recording more assists at home than at away games. And you may be wondering why I'm bringing up LeBron in a video that has to do about Jordan stats. It's because the article mentions it, man. I mean, you can see in the title itself. But let me bring in an important factor for this discussion. Other than Nick Wright, who clearly has an agenda to push the original author of the article, is not on anyone's side. He is just a journalist that has to put controversial things on the title just so that he can get views. That's just what journalism is, unfortunately. But even if it's in bad faith, who cares? I mean, you can see this article from when LeBron won the 2020 championship with the Lakers. He says that Jordan is basically untouchable because he is undefeated in the finals, and that the 2020 bubble chip does not move the needle. But I don't know, you guys can form your own opinion about that. I think that there may have been a few times where the scorekeeper may have boosted Jordan's stats. but that does not take away from his 9-time All Defense, and definitely does not take away from his 6 championships and Finals MVPs. But you guys can form your own opinion about the situation. I just want to lay the facts out. I know where I stand. Michael Jordan is still the greatest player of all time, and that's based off per game stats, advanced stats, and accolades. But even if you take away this Defensive Player of the Year, he still has the most in NBA history with 26. But you guys can leave a like if you enjoyed. I have another video coming out tomorrow, more about that. So stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. Peace out.